Brian Jackson here with Coach Nick Aliotti. Mr. Aliotti, how are you doing today?
Not bad. It was a rough morning. I thought we practiced well. I didn't like what I had to do after practice, but overall right now I feel pretty darn good.
I understand that, sir. You've been talking about coaching for such a long time. How does it feel to have coached longer than I've lived?
Makes me feel very, very old. You know, in fact, when I announced today that I'd coached Mr. Jackson, that I'd coached for 38 years, and I really thought about it, Mark was 2, Coach Helfrich was 2 when I started coaching. That made me feel really, really old.
Okay, well, besides that, you know, I think you should always just replace the word with young, because then that'll make you feel a whole lot better afterwards.
In my heart, I'm very young. You guys have kept me young. That's the thing I'm a little worried about. Always being around you guys and the players has kept me young. But I kind of, my wife always reminds me that I still haven't matured yet. So hopefully I keep not maturing.
I think for the fact that you're now going to be done, you don't have to anymore, because then you just have time to just do whatever you want to.
It's exactly what I plan on doing. I will still follow the Ducks. They'll always be in my heart. I'll follow Brian Jackson. I'll follow all those guys that move on. But I'm also going to have a good time doing some of those fun things that I've missed out on for 38 years.
All right, so since you haven't been able to do exactly what you wanted to 38 years, is there something specifically that is just so outlandish that you would have never had time to do that you would do now? Say, like, for example, I've never been skydiving, I'm going to go skydiving. You have something like that?
I am not that kind of a thrill seeker. Bungee cord, skydiving, all that kind of stuff, Brian, no. But I will make sure I spend great time getting to Italy. I've always wanted to take my wife to Italy. Never been time. I don't want to go for a week.
Yeah.
Now I can go for longer. And, you know, one of the simple pleasures would be to just get up one day and not have anything to do.
I don't even know what that would be like at all. I couldn't imagine it. Just the fact that you probably still have an alarm clock set, but then you'd be like, I can just turn it off.
You know what's interesting about that, Brian? I set my alarm every night, and I've never woken up to an alarm clock in 38 years.
You just get up?
I just get up.
All right, so how early is that? 5.
On Mondays and Tuesdays, 2:30.
What? That's like what time I go to sleep.
On Mondays and Tuesdays during the season, I could be in the office as early as 3:30.
Really? Man.
Nobody knows it. We'll keep that on the
yeah, you told me that one time, but I thought that was just that one time. It was like
Mondays and Tuesdays I get in real early.
How do you do that? Okay, let's not go
Insanity.
with that. How many hours do you sleep a night? On those Mondays and Tuesdays?
From 10 o'clock till about 2:30.
That's not that bad. That's not too bad. I was expecting you to be like, I go home at 12:30 and I wake up and get there at 2:30.
No. And I will catch up on some sleep after the Alamo.
I think first thing for you to do is just to pull a Rip Van Winkle, go to sleep as long as possible, and then just wake up whenever somebody just decides it's about time.
I like your attitude, Brian. I think I will do that. My thoughts right now is, you know how Coach Al is. He's still antsy. I still need to prepare this team till we get on that field, and then we try to win that game on Monday night.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, football is always #1 as of right now. You only got a couple more days. It's time to put all your efforts into it.
100% full speed ahead.
All right. I hope you have a good rest of this week, Coach. It was great talking to you, getting to catch up with you. And Brian Jackson, Nick Aliotti signing out.
Thanks, B. Over and out.